What'd you do to your hair? It looks different. So,
Hey, Eric. You wanted to see me?
As a matter of fact, I did. As the general manager of Raw, it's my pleasure to let you know that you two have been selected to represent Raw on the upcoming WWE Legends World Tour. Congratulations.
wow. Thanks, Mr. Bischoff. I don't know what to say. It's gonna be a chance of a lifetime to entertain WWE fans worldwide.
Wait a minute. I'm not so sure about this, Bischoff. The two of us discussed getting me into title contention right here on Raw. How's this tour gonna affect that?
Well, since you'll be off Raw for a few weeks, I'm afraid you'll have to postpone your title hunt until you return.
If that's the case, I'd just as soon stay here, Eric. Thanks, but no thanks.
Hold on a minute. Don't you realize that you'll be working with some of the greatest WWE legends of all time? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to elevate your standing with WWE fans all over the world.
Yeah, you're probably right. But just the same, I'm not interested. I'd rather stay here on Raw and challenge for a title. Now, if that's all you got...
You want a title opportunity? Let me tell you about title opportunities. They go to superstars who earn them by doing exactly what their general manager asks. And right now, you don't exactly fit that description. Let me make myself perfectly clear. You are a Raw superstar. And if I tell you you've got a match in Timbuktu, I expect you to be on the next flight out. Understand?
Oh, I think I understand, Bischoff. I understand that the only thing standing between me and a title is a general manager who...
Hey, take it easy there, big guy. Maybe he's right. This tour could be great for you. And I personally guarantee that you'll have a very good time. And I'm sure you'll have a title opportunity waiting for you when you get back. Right, Mr. Bischoff?
I absolutely promise that I will definitely take the matter under advisement.
That's not much of a promise, Bischoff.
I'm not promising anything until I see what you do on the tour. But beat a few WWE legends and I'll do my best to put you on the path to becoming one yourself.
All right, have it your way. I'm on board. But you better live up to your end of the bargain.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match.
So lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know it.
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except he's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be.
And it's been reversed.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. He countered that one perfectly. Great strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out, right?
It's over. Chalk up another win for that.
Hey, you're just the cat I'm looking for, Daddy-O.
Ladies, can you give us a minute? When Vince McMahon made me the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, tour general manager, I told him that I was going to put some of the greatest WWE legends against some of the top WWE superstars of today.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that, especially coming from a veteran manager like yourself.
I was surprised how good you looked in that match against the British Bulldog last week. I mean, after all, he's the former tag team champion, the Intercontinental champion, the European champion, and the hardcore champion.
You were surprised that I looked good against the Bulldog? Well, Jimmy, all due respect to the Bulldog, he's one of the true legends of this business. But I'm a legend in the making.
Well, you know what they say, one match does not a legend make. Anyway, tonight, you're scheduled to face one of the greatest superstars ever to set foot in the WWE ring. And a man I know very, very well. He's a 5-time WWE champion and the greatest member of the legendary Hart Foundation. I'm talking about Canada's favorite son, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Wow, the Hitman, huh? Bret Hart's one of the all-time greats. No doubt about it. And if I beat him here tonight, I'll be one step closer to becoming a legend myself.
Hey now, don't get cocky, Daddy-O. Hopefully you'll be as good in the ring as you seem to be with the ladies. Because the excellence of execution requested a submission match. And I gave it to him. He said something about putting the past behind him here tonight.
A submission match, huh? Well, it wouldn't be the first time Bret Hart tapped out in Montreal to a legend in the making. See you around, Jimmy.
Good luck.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing, Cole. I don't ever want to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on.
That was a textbook reversal.
Folks will be staying with this match to the end. What a reversal.
Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
Watch it, he reversed it. Looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. The F.U. F.U. Taz.
I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Rope break.
I think John Cena has risen through the SmackDown ranks faster than any other superstar in recent memory. I can't remember the last time I saw a superstar dominate the way Cena has.
Yeah,
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one.
that was an impressive win, Cole. I got a new
I faced the British Bulldog and Bret Hart, two all-time great WWE superstars. But that's just the beginning. I'm issuing an open challenge to any legends in the back. Come on out here and face me in this ring tonight so I can prove I really am a legend in the making.
As the general manager of this tour, I should point out that individual superstars aren't the only legends in WWE history. In fact, certain matches themselves are also considered legendary. So tonight, I've decided to give to you a chance to revisit one of the most legendary WWE matches of all time. A Hell in the Cell match with the Mankind and The Undertaker!
Good Lord! That was one of the most hellacious matches.
Minutes ago, I was in my own personal nirvana, luxuriating in the Teutonic comfort and decor of the arena basement, contemplating the fine German engineering that must have gone into creating such a spectacular boiler room. But then I found myself inexplicably drawn up here to this very stage by forces I can't begin to explain.
Sort of like a moth drawn to a flame in order to be set on fire, electrocuted, and impaled by tiny little thumbtacks. And I must say that I'm intrigued by what I've found. If my ear and what's left of my other ear don't deceive me, you are suggesting that Mankind, The Undertaker, and your associate in the ring there should meet in a Hell in a Cell match here tonight, just for old time's sake.
Maybe you didn't hear me clearly, Mankind.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, as you know, The Undertaker nearly killed yours truly the last time we danced in the cell, and that was before the starting bell rang. A person would have to be certifiably insane to be dragged through hell like that again. Which bodes well for you, since, as is well documented, I am a few marbles short of a full deck. But if my math is correct, one more superstar in the ring means 3 potential casualties for the body count this time around.
Mankind, if you're trying to intimidate me, it's not working. You and The Undertaker may be living legends. Well, I don't know if you'd call the dead man a living legend exactly.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle. That sledgehammer will rearrange your facial features for sure, JR. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything could happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment that...
You're not going to get him with that one.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
I can't believe he countered that one.
Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? There's no way The Undertaker's going to win this match. Just look at him.
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking at one of the most... And there he goes! The submission is locked in!
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here!
There aren't many... The submission is locked in! This could be huge!
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this! I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from...
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE Superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. 2. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. That's it! The match is over! Well, who can blame him, JR? That blowhard gets on everyone's nerves eventually.
Stone Cold Stunner! Austin just stunned Jimmy Hart!
For once, I agree with Austin. Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
Oh, we've got combustible elements here, King.
Is that right? The greatest superstars of all time under one roof? But Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't even on the card. You think you can have a Legends tour without Stone Cold Steve Austin? Hell, there ain't never been a bigger WWE superstar than me. So if y'all want to see Stone Cold on this damn show, give me a hell yeah. Well, there you have it. So Jimmy Hart, you scrawny little pencil-neck bastard, I suggest you put on your cheap sunglasses and your little zoot suit and bring your 98-pound ass down to this ring before Stone Cold comes back here and sticks that damn megaphone so far up your ass, they'll be able to hear your silent but deadlies in the back row.
Look, Austin, it's true, you might be one of the greatest superstars of all time. But your actions last week are exactly the sort of thing I wanted to avoid. I mean, let's face it, Daddy-O, you're not the easiest guy to keep under control. I watched you put Vince McMahon through hell and back in the day, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you do the same to me. Now, despite not being formally invited, you managed to interfere anyway. And the fact is, I simply can't let you do that anymore. So we can do this the easy way, where you can just leave the ring and don't come back, or we can do this the hard way.
Hell, Jimmy, you know the Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't never done nothing the easy way in his whole damn life.
All right, Steve, if that's the way you want it, then I guess I've got no choice but to call in the big guns.
Don't you hold on just one damn second, you mealy-mouthed bastard. This is what you call the big guns?
No, that's not who I was talking about.
Get back to the locker room and stay there. This has nothing to do with you.
Look, I joined this tour to face WWE Legends in the ring, not to sit on the sidelines and watch them beat the hell out of each other. Jimmy, if you're gonna up the ante, I want in.
Well, that's just fine for the mouth of the South. I've got a couple of special surprises I've been saving for something like this. We'll see you two in the ring for a tag team match later tonight.
Well, normally Stone Cold don't like surprises, but now that you mention it, here's one for you. It looks as if Jimmy Hart wasn't surprised after all.
Not for nothing, after last week, you'd have to have a case of amnesia not to be ready for that one.
It don't matter who you bring to this damn ring, there ain't never gonna be a legend as big as me. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectations. But these superstars ain't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
There's the reversal, Cole. Looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. The FU! FU Taz! Nice reversal.
I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him.
The referee's calling for the bell. The bell.
You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
Did you ever think you'd be watching?
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
And it's been reversed.
They're taking it down.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
He's hooking the arms. Could it be?
It is! A modified DDT! You don't see a lot of superstars get up from that one, JR.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either. He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
Don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
You damn right he is. There he goes for the FU. He's not going to get caught for that one.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, Mark. We've seen this one 1,000 times, and here comes 1,001.
The atomic leg drop. That one got the fans out of their seats.
This could be a pinfall. 1, 2. He was a split second away from a 3 count.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
Oh, man, that doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body. He sees his opportunity, and he's going for it.
And here he goes. The FU. It's the FU, JR. He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
What a move. It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious.
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war. Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after him. He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It couldn't.
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that... Austin tried to stun him in the ring last week. Uh-oh. Now what's he doing?
He's trying to get between them and calm them down. But frankly, that's the last place in the world you'd want to be. It's Mr. Socko! It's Mr. Socko right down his gullet!
Oh, that sock is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, JR.
And Austin gave him the stunner.
I could have told you that would happen, JR.
Now ain't that a sight? The only thing legendary about you is the beating you just took in the middle of this damn ring. Mankind may be one dumb, psychotic sumbitch, but he's earned something you ain't got yet, and that's my respect, and that's all I got to say about that. And now that it's just you and me, I suggest you collect your damn teeth, put your little sock back in your pants, and drag your lumpy ass back to the boiler room before Stone Cold changes his mind, stomps a mud hole in your ass, and walks it dry.
While I appreciate having your respect, Austin, I beg to differ on just one point. Mr. Socko may in fact be little, but to be fair, it is just a bit chilly in this arena. What's more, I'm content to take my leave, as Japan is one of the few places I can find live nutrition without being harassed by some sort of animal rights enforcement. But before I go, I offer what I like to think of as legendary words of encouragement to our would-be legend. Have a nice day!
Are you sure you're okay?
That was pretty bad, but I've had worse.
You know, Jimmy Hart is supposed to be managing this tour, but it seems like he's lost control of some of the legends.
I think you're right. Looks like I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands.
So, what are you gonna do about Steve Austin and Mankind? Next week in New York City is your last chance to settle this.
That crazy Mankind reached into his pants, grabbed a sock, and shoved it right down your throat. Yuck! That is so gross. I think he deserves a little payback next week.
Yeah, but Stone Cold's just as guilty. Plus, he's meaner. And you might never get another chance to face a legend like him.
Who says it's gotta be an either-or choice?
What do you mean?
Maybe I can only get one official match sanctioned for next week. That doesn't mean I can't find one of those jokers somewhere else beforehand and get a little payback.
I like your plan. So, who's it gonna be?
2, 3.
Welcome back to Raw. I followed your performance on the tour, and I've got to tell you, I was very impressed with what I saw.
You're not the only one. It was so exciting to watch you in action against all those legends. I could never get tired of watching you perform.
Thanks. You know, Eric, I was a little skeptical when you first asked me to go, but I got to admit, it was the perfect opportunity to test my skills against some all-time great WWE superstars and prove myself to Raw fans around the world.
Hey, you don't have to thank me. It was my pleasure.
I wasn't thanking you. So anyway, before I left, you promised me a title match. Now I know we've got a pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks.
Oh,
and I was thinking...
Right, your title match. Listen, I've been thinking about how overrated titles are in this business, and how a superstar your caliber doesn't need gold to prove his worth. Besides, remember that I only promised to take the matter under advisement. That was our deal. That's what you agreed to.
Listen to me very carefully, Eric. I said I'd go on that world tour if I came home to a title match. I kept my part of the deal. So if you think...
Take your hands off me right now. You've already crossed a line, and if you ever want to get anywhere near a title again, you'll let me go immediately.
Fine, Eric. Have it your way. Just remember, what goes around, comes around. Come on, Christy. Let's get the hell out of here before I do something that we're all gonna regret. This isn't over between us, Bischoff.